Hi, I'm Dan D'Agostino. I teach compassion training and interdependence, and both are really about human connection. And what I'd like to do today is ask whether or not we could ever actually feel a deep sense of connection to an AI friend. I'm talking about this because there's been a lot of buzz in the past couple of weeks about a new AI device that's being marketed as your new best friend. It was developed by a young software developer who's really quite accomplished, who's in his early 20s, who said that while he was on a business trip in Tokyo, he felt really lonely and he started interacting with the chatbot he was building, and he felt closer to that chatbot than he did to his real live friends who weren't there with him. And he thought, well, why not use this actually as a way to get past loneliness? So we know that this loneliness is real. It's a real thing among young people particularly. But this raises the question, can an AI device ever really be a friend? And secondly, I think almost more importantly than that is there any harm in using AI to be a friend? So to really quickly get to the heart of this question, I'd like you to consider, if you had to choose as a companion between either an AI device or a dog or a cat or some other animal pet, what would you choose? Now, AI obviously isn't alive, and it doesn't relate to us, and we don't relate to it in the same kind of emotional level that we do with human beings and animals. And as an example, I can think of many times in my life when I felt kind of down, and I've had one of my dogs come to me and seem to almost understand and seem to be able to comfort me. And even though that maybe in my head, the idea that the dog, really understood what I was going through at the time, that sense of connection, that subjective experience of connection there is something I know I can never get with an AI chatbot, because the dog is a real, living, sentient being. Now, we're interdependent beings, profoundly interdependent. We're impacted by our relationships with others. Others are impacted by our relationships with them. This is something we share with all sentient beings, including our pets. And that really makes me ask the question, could we ever talk about an AI chatbot being loyal in the same way, for example, that we talk about the loyalty of dogs? Remember the Tamagotchis, those digital pets that kids used to take care of. I think they could be challenging a little bit, they could be fun, but ask yourself, compare the experience of a kid with a Tamagotchi and a child actually taking care of a puppy or a kitten. Would they be the same experience? Would they be as rich? Would they be as fulfilling? So this is where the danger of the AI companion comes in, because we're really kind of seduced in a way by the convenience. We're maybe a little bit afraid of risking ourselves emotionally, reaching out to another human being, and we may kind of reach out instead to the technological substitution for that. But like all these other technologies, in the end, it leaves us feeling empty, unsatisfied, and more lonely than we were in the past. So in the end, it's about what kind of connections we want in our lives. Do we want connections that are just convenient, or do we want to risk the messy, emotional, complex, beautiful possibilities of connecting with another sentient being? So thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you what you think about this. Can AI really be a friend? If you had to choose between an AI device as a companion or an animal, which would you choose? Love to hear from you. Thanks.